It's been 1 fucking year. 1 fucking year since this game came out. If you guys are probably wondering what it is I'm talking about is this game. And still nothing. We got nothing. And you guys are probably wondering, the game's dead. It actually is not. The community is actually back to this game, and I kind of am confused because seeing how much reception and how much hype this game got during its announcement, how it waddled down with one video game franchise that completely just devoted it and just completely overlooked it. And I don't even know where to begin though, because this game, it's so much fun, but it's a disappointment. And if you guys are probably wondering why this game is disappointing, well, I'll start off first with 10 reasons why. The day it got announced, everybody was completely overhyped. I was overhyped. Maximilian Dude was overhyped. Every single fan blew their fucking minds with this game, and they were saying, wow, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is back. Mega Man X, the most highly requested character from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, is going to be in the game, including Ryo on his side. Of course, because he's the face of Capcom currently, and then now Mega Man is currently back as the face of Capcom, which is great. And then we have, fighting on Marvel's side, Iron Man, which is absolutely cool, of course, because he's the face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then, plus, we got a new character of the MCU, which is Captain Marvel, which is absolutely cool. And yes, we were absolutely overhyped. Every single gamer was overhyped. And I was overhyped too, because I was happy to see that this franchise is back from the dead. And I completely forgot about it since Marvel vs. Capcom 3, since they did not include Mega Man X. And now this time they address it here. And I am actually happy that it actually happened. And not only that too, everything completely fiddled, because all due to its presentation and what the roster had to offer. Let's start off with the 10 reasons right now. Reason number 1, what is it all about? Seeing a crossover between all the Marvel characters, or should I say the Marvel Cinematic characters, together with the Capcom characters, grouping up together to take down a huge threat, a fusion between Ultron and Sigma, known as Ultron Sigma, of course. Ultron Sigma wants to pretty much wipe down humanity and start anew with his own enhanced version of his own Ultron Sigma virus, and just completely clean everything of whatever gets in the way. And we'll get to the story mode as of right now, and as for that, the presentation is fun and stuff like that, because seeing Marvel characters and Capcom characters together is absolutely cool, and it's a great crossover ever since the 1990s, and everybody wanted a story mode, and this is what we get. The story mode, I'm a bit divided. Here's the thing, when I first played this game at launch, I thought the story mode was absolutely great and all. It was a bit cheesy. What had its moments, for example, Frank West and Spider-Man interacting. What they have in common, they're both cocky. Dante against Jetta was absolutely a great moment. A moment where Captain America and Dante going against Chun-Li and Iron Man was absolutely cool. There was moments in the game that was absolutely fun, especially Thanos going against Ultron Sigma, Jetta. What fizzled down is that it's cheesy, and I wish they could have been a lot more longer, and at the same time, we would have loved to see Jetta, how he got his hands on the symbiote suit, moments where you get to play as Black Panther and Monster Hunter to see how it goes, a fight between Sigma and Ultron to see which one of them bested each other. It would have been better if we would have controlled Sigma, even though he's a DLC character, which there's moments that it did shine off and everything else like that. But the second time I played it, I thought I liked it more often, but yet it just completely fizzles down for me. But you know what, at the same time, I will give credit to the story, but I'm a bit divided on it, because I would have loved to see a little bit more lore added on it, and then the cheesiness would have taken more seriously, and I'm divided. Arcade mode, I'm happy that at least they included that in. Great and all, it would have been great if they would have like, if you want to have at least more than 7 fights, like 7, 10, 14, or maybe at least up to unlimited. And then what sucks is that there's no fucking ending in the game. I mean, really? All we get is a huge congratulations. You beat it with these characters. You unlock new colors for the character. See you later. Roll credits, please. No cutscene whatsoever. What gives? I'm going to have to give a negative on that one. So, as for the graphics, I am a bit iffy on that. For example, I will start first with the Marvel characters. A few of the Marvel characters look completely new, and they have been completely redesigned. For example, Rocket Raccoon, Captain America, Iron Man look great, but Captain America looked like he put in a lot of steroids, and I don't even know how he does movements with his neck though. And yeah, I think Ultron is to me the best looking character in the game. As for the DLC characters, they look extremely much better. For the Capcom side, I was disappointed. For example, Chun-Li during the demo looked like a completely Confederate plastic toy from a completely piece of junk store that sold completely bad toys. And oh my god, why did you freaking do that, Capcom? And at least allow at least cook the freaking face in the oven at least more and at least make it look better. They did address it later on, and Chun-Li looks much better. As for Dante, looks like Dante has been doing crack cocaine and heroin for the past couple years, ever since DMC. Oh, that's some good shit. Don't do drugs, kids. Jeez Louise, Dante, here's the thing, from a distance, Dante looks good, but up close, when you look in his eyes, it looks like he does crack cocaine, and his nose looks completely, like, shut down. One of them, I wish Capcom would at least fix his eyes and his nose a bit, and then with that, Dante would have looked completely better, but from a distance, he looks great, but up close, not good. Nathan Spencer, I don't even know why he's in the game, but geez Louise, he looks completely bad. And for Strider, as much as I love the character, I would have loved to see him updated in his Strider 2014 game, but they didn't update him. What the fuck, Capcom? And also, Chris Redfield. I love Chris Redfield. He's my favorite RE character. But what the fuck? Why is he not in his Resident Evil 6 look? And then most importantly, Leon Kennedy is supposed to be in the game too. What the fuck? Oh man, oh man, oh man. And then, here's the thing. The stages in the game look good, but graphics, sorry, but I'm a bit iffy. Also, a new Infinity Stones actually is technically your third partner. You can choose between Reality Stone, which is pretty much a kind of a cheat mode. Power Stone, it makes your character completely stronger. Mind Stone, it completely gives your EX much more time. Time Stone, you fight a lot more faster, and then you dash out of the way. Soul Stone, bring your character back from the dead and have like a quarter of its health completely filled up. Space Stone, you can lock your character inside in the Space Stone. Power Stones does get a plus. The 2v2 combat is absolutely addictive. I think the fighting here is much more better. I absolutely love the fighting here because on Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's unlimited combos, which is absolutely insane. The fighting is addictive in the game, and I gotta give a plus on multiplayer. It's absolutely fun. Make sure to keep practicing in training mode. Make sure to perfect your character. So yeah, multiplayer gets a plus on that one. Now let's start off with the most controversial one in the game. The roster. It's disappointing. What the fuck, Capcom? And what the fuck, Marvel? There's some characters, absolutely, like at least up to 4 or 5 characters. The biggest complaint that everybody got from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is that we got no X-Men. All we got is just the Avengers due to licensing issues. And come on, you can include the X-Men inside the mobile games, but you cannot include them in a freaking AAA fighting game? What the fuck? The roster is great and all. I love Dante. I love Frank West. I love Chris Redfield. I love all the characters except a couple of them. And I won't forget about Marvel. I did love Captain Marvel, Gamora, Ultron, Thanos, Iron Man, Captain America. Hawkeye, believe it or not, is absolutely a lot of fun. But let's start off with 4 characters. Who the hell asked for Nathan Spencer and Firebrand to come back in the game? Who did? I didn't. What the fuck? As for the Marvel side, as much as I love you, Ghost Rider, I would have loved to see you gone. I like you, Nova, but I would have loved to see you replaced. But no, we decided to get this instead. And then you guys are probably wondering, where the fuck are the X-Men? Exactly, where is the X-Men? Licensing issues. Bullshit! That is not how the way you fucking make a video game. The DLC characters made the game a lot more better. We got Monster Hunter and Sigma, who are absolutely fun characters for the roster and look so much better than the other Capcom characters. It would have been the launch characters, but they were not ready yet. Yeah. And then for the Marvel side, it would have been cool if they added Black Panther and Venom, who are part of the story in the game, but Venom, well, giant symbiote monster. We would have loved to see how Jeddah got his hands with the symbiote and the fate of Eddie Brock. But nope, everything was completely hush-hush and just swoop it out of the way. What the fuck? Didn't you guys add this in on the fucking first place? And then also we would have had at least 6 or 4 new characters for DLC. 34 characters at launch, and then 6 new characters for DLC for Season 1 coming out soon. And as for me, the roster, with the help of Sigma, Monster Hunter, Black Panther, Venom, Winter Soldier, what was absolutely really cool. Black Widow has its fans, but to me, she's pretty solid. it did manage to go up, but to me, I'm a little divided on that. So, is this game, and you guys are probably wondering, if this game worth it? If you're a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan, I would get it right now, because right now it's in the bargain bin for $20. To me, that's a fucking steal. Buy the game, wait for a Capcom character pass discount. But here's the thing too, and I read stories about this too. Marvel was pretty much mostly in charge of this game, 80%, and then Capcom was pretty much in charge of this for 20%. And to me, it showed, because the DLC characters were mostly for Marvel, and then for Capcom, we only got 2. 4 characters for Marvel for the DLC, and then 2 characters for Capcom. Was not in charge of this game, but as of right now, they are 75% chance now in charge of their game, and now rumor has it that they're working on the Uncanny Edition, and they're going to give us exactly what we deserve. And I hope that happens. Later on down the line, things got improved, graphics got improved a little bit, but if you have a PC version, at least you can have a little bit of fix-ins. This is not a failure to Capcom or Marvel, but it did sold more, because there's other fighting games that sells up to 100,000 to 50,000 copies, which to me, it's kind of sad, but to me, Marvel vs. Capcom did sold well. And I think, to me, Capcom and Marvel should give it another shot. And I think now that Capcom's fully in charge, which is good, because Marvel, stop being fucking dictators. Let your developers do their fucking job. Stay the fuck out of it. Let them do their job. Shut up and just stay away. And stop making fucking mobile games, because it's fucking pathetic and lazy. And microtransactions is completely fucking pathetic. Why do you need the extra money? The Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing really good in the freaking movie section, but in the video game section, not so fucking good. Why can't you give us anything like that? I would give this game like a 7 out of 10. It is a great game. I do want to give it a yes seal of approval, but if we do get roster updates, an ending for arcade mode, enhancements to the graphics to at least give it a bit of a comic book graphics look, the music needs to be much more improved. Here's the roster. For the Marvel side, I would love to see, with the X-Men, Wolverine, Cyclops, Psylocke, Magneto, Storm, and for the very first time, I would love to see these characters shine on and at least make their debut. Mr. Sinister and Nightcrawler from the X-Men. I would love to see them in the game for the very first time and give them their debut. And also, I would love to see Gambit in the game too. As for the X-Force, I would love to see Deadpool, Cable, and maybe Domino. I would love to see those characters in the game. And come on, at least add them in. For the Fantastic Four section, I would love to see Doctor Doom and Super Skrull to show up. That would have been absolutely awesome. And for the very first time, I would love to see them be playable characters. The Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, Invisible Woman, and Human Torch. I would love to see them in the game. But let's see how negotiations work. As for the other independent fighters, I would love to see Daredevil, Loki, Red Skull, Hela, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and then maybe Drax the Destroyer, Groot, and maybe Yondu. The Capcom side, for the Street Fighter side, I would love to see Gil, Rashid or Laura, Akuma, maybe at least give us Ken Masters. As for other characters, I would love to see Azura. The Devil May Cry series, I would love to see Lady, Nero, Virgil, maybe Mundus. Want to add Trish? Go right ahead. Regina from Dino Crisis, Jean from God Hand, Apollo Justice or Phoenix Wright. You can pick either one. Captain Commando is a must. Jin, Grandmaster Mayo from Strider, Nina and Dees from Breath of Fire. From the Resident Evil side, I would love to see Leon Kennedy, Ada Wong, Jack Baker, or Claire Redfield to pick either one. Ada Wong or Claire Redfield, Capcom. I want to bring in Jill too. Also from Mega Man X, Vile. And why not add Beautiful Joe, Captain Blue, and also Sexy Sylvia. And right there, you've been covered. And Amaterasu to be added in. But let's see what Capcom and Marvel decide, because I love this franchise. To me, Marvel vs. Capcom is absolutely my third favorite fighting franchises of all time, right behind Street Fighter and Super Smash Bros. I just want to see this game become successful again, and I want to see the roster where we deserve. And not only that, too, fix the graphics and at least have a better presentation, and then also add some new modes, maybe tournament mode. Think of something at least, Capcom and Marvel, and at least give us exactly what we need. And please, Marvel, let Capcom do their job. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about Marvel vs. Capcom. Sorry guys, it took forever. I'll see you guys next time with Shadow of the Tomb Raider.